the very amount of money you have right now without working a second job, with the strategies I'm about to share, can make you ultra rich. If you shift your mindset, you can shift your money. What if I told you I can help you put your money on Miracle Grow? You know what Miracle Grow is, right? It's the soil that you plant your plants in that makes your plants 10 times bigger. What if this 129 is the very first step to investing in yourself, investing in your future, investing in your finances to make the money that you're making now 10x, 10 times bigger. So let's start with the 401k, because as we enter a recession and depression, a lot of people's 401k will crash as the stock market will crash. So I have some friends, so you just won't have to hear from me, that's going to teach you with me on this live stream. So make sure again you hit that like and share button. I'm going to introduce to some Miss Kim Kiyosaki, who is also known as the Queen of Cash Flow. She is the wife of Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is a book about the mindset that it takes to get out of the rat race, to get out of your financial troubles and financial issues. And let's hear what the Queen of Cash Flow, Ms. Kim Kiyosaki, has to say about the 401k.
For the average person to get into the stock market. So you really got to do some research. I mean, everybody, all of us need to really do our research when we're looking at just blindly accepting advice from somebody. So I don't think today you can save yourself to retirement. I mean, the interest rate's 2%, right? It was almost negative because it was zero something, and the fees you're paying brings you negative. So if you're saving money, are you trying to build as big a nest egg as possible to live off of? And who knows what's going to happen with inflation, deflation? There's so many factors. So I don't think saving in a 401k is a good financial retirement plan at all. I think it's probably some of the worst advice you could get today. The 401k was never meant as a big retirement plan. A 401k was developed because after the Depression, people were not getting back into the stock market. So they created a 401k to make it easy for the average person to get into the stock market. So you really got to do some research. I mean, everybody, all of us need to really do our research when we're looking at just blindly accepting advice from somebody. So I don't think today you can save yourself to retirement.
So as she said, you cannot save yourself to retirement. Know the purpose and the history of a 401k, but I just don't want you to hear from her, right? I just don't want you to hear from her. Let's hear it from her husband. What does Robert Kiyosaki has to say about the 401k? What does Grant Cardone has to say about the 401k? What does Minority Mindset? See, you all, if you do your research, making 129 decision is easy for you. It's not a hard decision to make. All you have to do is open up your mind, do your research, and take action. Right? Open up your mind to new possibilities. Open up your mind that you don't have to struggle financially. Open up your mind that every 8 to 10 years, there is a recession, aka this will be a depression, because it's a reset of everything from the currency system. That's why Joe Biden extended student loan payment. This is why they have extra sanctions against Russia starting today. This is why all of these distractions are happening, from the Will Smith slap to the Russia war, the Russia-Ukraine event, all the way going back to 2019. All three of these have something in common. They were put in place to distract, to bring us to this currency system reset. And many people talk about the metaverse is not real, but they believe these situations were actually real. Right? Many people talk about the metaverse, and I'm not listen, just because you invest in cryptocurrency, does not mean you have to participate in the metaverse, right? Most people believe the universe is an illusion. It's just a dimension. And so just because you invest in something doesn't make it good or evil. It's going to make you smart and positioned because it's coming, right? Just like money is neither good or evil. It's how the person that has access to it decides to use it. So don't take it from me. Let's listen to now Robert Kiyosaki explain. Don't let Wall Street steal your dreams.
Eating great food. But what would you do if the day you woke up ready to retire, all that money was stolen from you? This is happening right now, and you could be a victim of Wall Street's crime.
There's two kinds of pensions throughout the world, only two. One is like a 401k, defined contribution, which Andy is an expert at. And the second is called defined benefit, which is industrial age pension plans. And my co-author is Edward Siddell. He's a former SEC attorney. And he got so sick and tired of watching the teachers, firefighters, and police officers and labor union guys ripping off the pensions. And the average guy doesn't know that. So they think, oh, I have a, so the old guys who have a defined benefit, like the firefighters and teachers, oh, I have a defined benefit pension plan. It's a guarantee I'm going to get a pension. But they're being robbed blind. And your generation is being robbed blind in a 401k. So we're not saying don't get a 401k. We don't give it financial advice, but you just have to know how stupid you are to think of that way. That's why I have this program. So this is Andy Tanner. His book